Hey, Jason Palliser here with the No Flipping Excuses Real Estate channel. Subscribe. I'm going to start with that. Subscribe to the channel. We're dropping nasty stuff. It's so nasty, it's Janet Jackson nasty. For those of you who know what I mean, you probably have a little bit of this, a little bit of gray. Now, so what are we going to talk about in this video? Hey, how do I work with banks and the bank's non-performing asset department and other institutions like that? So that's what we're going to be talking about. And what I want you to know and understand, and by the way, as we're going through this, if you have some questions, comment on it and we'll answer your questions, okay? And for certain, I need you to like the video. And again, stay tuned. We got more good stuff coming. As soon as you subscribe every time, and by the way, maybe this is the proper time to say it. I've literally, and Mike's off camera right now. What's the number, Mike? You just verbalize like 270 videos. Oh, yeah, 270 videos ready to drop. So if you want the good stuff that I've done over 23 years of actively teaching investors and 25 years of investing myself, thousands of transactions, I've literally loaded up 270 videos that we're going to drop. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. And then once we kick this thing off full blown, every single day, I will add a new wrinkle to make you a stronger investor. So I strongly suggest you do that. Now, but let's get back to the task at hand. So what's the task at hand here, folks? How do we work with banks as a real estate investor with our professional real estate investor hat on, and other institutions in the markets that we want to go after, so that we can grab some good off-market real estate assets. And so I want to kind of break that down for you. And as you probably already know, if you watch some of these videos, the best way that I can deliver it so it lands the proper way in your investor brain, when we're just adding some new wrinkles, whether you're brand new or you've been doing it for 20 years, is I like to paint the problem, do what other investors do at a beginner level, and then let's take it 5 steps past that, right? So here's what I mean by that. We want you to work with banks. We want you to establish relationships with banks and become their best friend. Not their best friend just from the standpoint of, come on, man, we're best friends. Give me a deal, right? Or come on, lady, give me a deal. And what I'm talking about is this. If you speak their language, you can win the game. Now, why would this be important? Again, establishing the foundation so we can build upon it. Why would it be important? Here's why it would be important. Okay. I want off-market leads with little to no competition. If you do this correctly, which I'm going to lay out step by step. Okay. If you do this correctly, and I'm going to lay it out step by step, you can get off-market leads, not only off-market leads that are direct referrals from the bank, and start to work homeowners to create a solution. And I literally don't have competition. It's a third-party referral. That's called, just so you know, it's a very sophisticated phrase. That's called a dream come true. Okay. But how do we do that? So let's establish the way you should not do it. Hey, I was just calling to see if, I know you have some loans on your book that aren't performing, and I know you got lots of them. I might want to grab a few of them and help you out. Again, in banking for 27 years, I'm friends with these non-performing asset managers at a lot of banks. That's literally called non-performing asset manager off. You literally just sprayed off all over yourself. They're like, get away from me, you annoying mosquito. Now, why is that? Because they've heard that 50 times. They're like, oh, let me guess. Here's what you said to them. So they decoded the information that you verbalized that hit their ear. They have a special decoder in their ear. They're like, all they heard was, wah, 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 wah. I want to cherry pick the ones I want, and you can deal with the rest of them. That's what they heard. Do you get that? Do you understand why I'm saying this to you? So I'm establishing right now that is what most investors do. Okay. I want you to convey kind of the same information, but do it in a more professional manner. So let's now that we have a foundation of why and how not to do it, now let's build upon it. Here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to block out an hour or two. And I want you to simply go on to Google and type in local banks and credit unions in your area or whatever cities you're going after. And I want you to block out an hour or two and simply call all of them. And, hey, can I talk to your non-performing asset manager? Sometimes they're going to put you directly into their voicemail. Sometimes they're going to say, yeah, here's their email. Start with send them an email and I'm sure they'll respond back to you. Right. However, sometimes there's gatekeepers at the bank. Okay. And that's the way that they'll do it. I need you to be professional. So whether it's an email that you send to them, okay. So let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Whether it's an email that you send them or they put you straight to their voicemail, what I'd like you to do is simply this. And by the way, if you're liking this stuff, don't forget, ask us questions, put the comments in there, absolutely hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, that's shameful. Subscribe right now because we got a truckload of good stuff coming. Okay. Now, I need you to be professional. Hey, while you're learning, stop for a second and get the book, The Art of Flipping Deals. Here's how easy it is. Just go to the website, theflippingbook.com, and what you're going to have is an instant download on how we flip deal after deal after deal with predictability that others can't find. What I mean by that is this, where most of us are like, hey, let me look over your assets and some of those bad ones, I might want a few of them. That's a beginner's game. Okay, so here's what a pro does. And again, let's just pretend they sent you to voicemail. Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know that our company's here and we would love to create an ongoing relationship with you. My name is Jason with Allied Property. And so I would love to schedule a time to talk to you. I can come in. Just let me know what you'd like to do. But what I'd like to understand is how many of these assets that you're dealing with, and you just lay the groundwork for me. Anything that you need, I'm here to work with you on a very deep level. If you have assets that you just simply need to know what's going on with the asset because there's a new one that popped up, I will drive by the house. I will take pictures so you know what you're dealing with real time. Anything that you need, I will cut the grass. I will do this. Secure a property if you think if the homeowner's left, you let me know. I want to get those delinquent assets back to current and do anything I can to help you with that and or off your books because I know your ability to borrow money and lend money out is directly related to how low your delinquency is. So I want to work with you. I'd love to speak to you. I'll take you to lunch, you name it. And again, my name is Jason with Allied Property. Here's my phone number and your office. Give me an email. Give me your email. I'm going to shoot you an email as well. Now, that's the way you talk to them. And why is this important? Because you're establishing a relationship. Things that you probably haven't devoted to brain space yet or dropped into the proper spot in your investor brain that we're trying to make razor sharp. You're creating a referral relationship. You know what's fun about that? If you do this correctly, it literally is creating a relationship, costs $0.0 in a marketing budget to do, and I get direct referrals from the bank before, a lot of times before they've even taken the step to file for pre-foreclosure. And by the way, if I can come in and be the savior and create the relationship, now the bank didn't have to spend thousands of dollars filing for foreclosure and dealing with the foreclosure attorneys and blah, 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 you name it. That's called putting yourself in a prime position to close deal after deal after deal with little to no competition. That is where you want to be. And so what I like to do is take a step back from what I just said. So, and create your marching orders and truly solely, let's boil this down to what is your execution items on this? It's simply this: find local banks and credit unions, call them all, say, I'd like to talk to your non-performing asset manager, leave a message showing them that you're willing to work with that you want to work with them, you want to work with them ongoing, and you want to be an asset to them. And you know how important this is the key. You know how important it is to get these bad assets off the books because I know how it affects your ability to lend money. No one talks to them like that. The moment you do, you have their ear. Whether you establish a relationship on the first try or not is inconsequential to me. You're winning the game already. And most investors don't like. I always say in guru land, all these gurus, they don't teach you this stuff. Why? They don't teach you this stuff because they know that there's work involved. And most of them don't know how to speak to these non-performing asset managers. I'm giving you the literal cheat sheet. It's what I've done the longest in my professional career is work in this space. So the reason it's important is I want referrals where I don't have competition. I want to establish a relationship so I don't have to wake up going, oh my God, marketing budget. I have marketing budget rashes all over my body. Screw that crap. You feeling me now? Like you block out 1 hour, 2 hours of your professional career, leave them email, voicemail with all of them. If you establish just 1 or 2 relationships, and I had 2 that I established back in my hometown of St. Louis, I had both of them for 2-3 years. I closed probably anywhere from 15 to 20 deals a year with no competition, smoking hot leads. And it was a relationship. It cost me nothing in my marketing budget. Okay. And if you're liking what we're doing, what did I say? If you have questions, now is the time to comment. We're here to help you, right? So just simply comment so that we know what you need and we'll help you. And if enough of you comment saying the same things, then we'll probably schedule time to shoot a video on that. We are going to impact every investor in America and no one's going to stop us. So in this space, this is what I need you to do. You establish out of 2 hours of work on your end, you establish 2 or 3 relationships that you have for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Game's over. That's easily 30, 40, 50, 60 closings. What would 30 or 40 or 50, 60 closings do for you right now? The reason I'm saying this is that these are things that most investors don't do. When we do off-market build-outs where we attack cities 34 ways. Out of the 34 ways, there's 5 or 6. There's a section that we go through that we call referral week. And we say, hey, we're blocking out 1 week. You're not trying to get deals this week. What we're doing is in this sandbox, this investment lead source sandbox, this one here and this one here. All you're doing all week long is establishing relationships so you can get referrals, not have to worry about a marketing budget. Get third-party referrals, which means you didn't have to sell yourself. Someone else sent you the lead. So that lead's 10 times more valuable. And if you cultivate the relationship, it can spin on and on and on all the way to your retirement party. This is what I need you to do. I need you to block out the time, create the relationship, show them how you're going to be an asset, show them how you know how important it is to get those assets off of their delinquent books, and you're going to win the game. So what do I need you to do? It's real simple. Follow the rules that we just laid out for you. Go back and re-listen to it, pause it, take notes. And all I need you to do is block out your calendar a week from now and get this done. You establish these relationships, you win. And I'll tell you this right now, again, teaching you at this level. If you establish those relationships, start closing deals, they'll start sending them all to you, number 1. Number 2, you'll probably have the relationship for 2, 3, 4, 5 years once you establish it. And it will be one of the best pipeline lead sources you'll ever have off market. Okay. But what you need to understand why I said you'll have it for 3 or 4 or 5 years is that usually that person goes to a different department, graduates to XYZ within the company or even moves company, and then you lose the relationship. The reason I'm telling you that is that covet it while you have it, cultivate it. And by the way, the last thing that I'll drop is a cherry on top. Once they say, hey, sounds good. Yeah, we can start working together. It is not good enough that you had a conversation. It is not good enough that you went back and forth on email. It is not good enough that you left a voicemail and then they called you back and they said, okay, yeah, I'll keep you in mind. This is referral week. What you do is this. Once you've had the conversation and say, hey, it sounds good. Maybe we can work together. You follow it up by bringing in business cards, look professional. And I would always bring a Starbucks gift card and say, hey, coffee's on me. Can't wait to work with you. I repeat, coffee's on me. Can't wait to work with you. You have no clue what a $20 gift card will do for you. So what do I need you to do? I need you to freaking subscribe to this channel. I just dropped, this is the first video that I've ever said, I got 270 lined up, friends. I want to become your investor best friend. And so what do I need you to do? Tell other investors to come to the channel, share the video, like, comment, subscribe. Because once you've subscribed because we're loading this up right now, we're going to load it up, press go, and it's going to hit another one and another one and another one. We can't wait to work with you. We can't wait to knock off all the rough edges of your business and make this run like a smooth machine. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Hey, here's what I want you to do. Let's take your learning to another level. I know you have questions, so schedule a call with me. Go to 2daycall.com, fill out a form, and get on my calendar so I can help you start closing deal after deal and answer all your questions to put you on a path to predictable closings.